Hello everyone, my name is Vivi and welcome back to One Piece Shenanigans. For today's shirt we have One Piece Film Z. As all of the Straw Hats in their Film Z costumes. I remember when this movie came out. I do believe this is one of the few that I have on DVD. We didn't think it was gonna be amazing, more amazing than Strong World, but it was, and to me still is. If you have a different opinion, that is fine, but the majority of One Piece movies are amazing. Except for movie 6. You know what you did. In today's video, we have two figures of Luffy. I'm going to start off with this one that was given to me as a Christmas present. I cannot wait to open it. I have my handy dandy scissors here. And let's hope I don't have to put it together. I have a huge feeling it's going to be because it is a Figwarts. And I'm trying to, okay. Alrighty. You know what? I'm gonna do this a semi-smart way and lay it down. Just gonna gently cut open the 3 pieces of tape that are on here. There we go. Got that done. It's possibly going to come in plastic. That's what I am expecting. It'd be nice if it was just in one piece. Ooh. Right, as expected, in plastic. I'm gonna raise up my brightness, so I'm sorry if there is a glare. Gonna pull this figure out. Oh! Oh, it has a stand! Oh my gosh, it actually has a stand! Gonna place the box on the side. Wow. This is Luffy doing Gum Red Hawk. Very nice. Oh my gosh, it has a stand! Ah! Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a figure with a stand. Is there tape on this? Most likely, yes. Okay, as per usual, there is always tape on the sides there. It doesn't appear to be any in the front, or on top, rather. So let's try to get this. You know what? I'm just gonna make my life easy. I normally don't cut the tape off the thing itself because I like to leave it protected. But for video's sake, let's just cut it off and not ruin the plastic. Let's try not to do that either. All right, there's 2 pieces of tape on each side. One on top, one on the bottom. Did I get it? Nope. This bottom one's giving me a hard time. I also have to be careful because it has... Well, I mean, hey, at least the figure didn't fall out. And then the stand, however, did pop out. Very beautiful. Okay, well, Luffy fell over, but that's fine. He's on the table still. The stand is very beautiful. I'm going to assume that this says, well, obviously it says Luffy's name on it, but I'm going to assume it says Gum Red Hawk. Somebody please feel free to translate and or correct me on that. Comes with a little stick for balance. Gonna figure out what that's for in a few moments. Put this plastic to the side. Here it is. Gonna take off this freakishly large plastic. Very carefully. Wow, okay. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. It is very detailed. I'm gonna raise up the brightness, so sorry for the glare in my glasses. Here is Monkey D. Luffy, Gum Red Hawk. It's very nice. Wow, the smoke here reminds me of Gear 5. Foreshadowing. Very beautiful. Love the detail on the straw hat. It reminds me of the other figure that I have that I did not show on this channel. I think it might be either on my... It's on one of those channels, but yeah. The shininess of the smoke. Maybe a tad bit odd, but not really. I kind of don't care. But it's really cool. Love the glow effect. The somewhat glow effect. It does not actually glow in the dark. On the attack itself, you see Luffy's fist there and emerges into fire. And the clothes have a very nice texture. I love how unnecessarily shiny Luffy's jacket is. It is so cool. Hopefully you guys can see that. Then we have Luffy's sash here. That is not so shiny. And then of course we got the texture on the sandals. And the bottom piece. Not quite a piece, but you know what I mean. Now, let's figure out how he is supposed to be on this stand. So I'm gonna assume this way, probably. Not quite sure. This might take a bit. Or it could go this way. Or it could not. Or I can just simply look at the box. Which I don't think is gonna help much, but I'll figure it out. Just give me like a few minutes.
A few moments later.
It appears I forgot to stand a little stick thing, because I noticed that it has 2 holes here on the stand thingy itself, and I was wondering why, but yeah, it actually comes with 2 of the plastic holders. I don't know what these are properly called. Somebody please let me know. And I'm still trying to figure out how to get Luffy on here.
One eternity later.
This took so unnecessarily long. First, this thing would not stay on for the life of it. It kept coming off, and no matter how hard I pushed it down, it just wouldn't stay. I still believe it is not quite stable. And I found the directions, the so-called directions, that were all the way in the bottom of the box, of course. And the directions are not really directioning. It would have been nice if they showed the picture of the actual stand on the paper. That way you know how it actually goes on. But here it is, Monkey D. Luffy Red Hawk. And I'm not even sure if I have the stands in the right, well, obviously it's in the right spot here, but up on top, yeah, I'm not quite so sure. Again, the directions didn't quite direction. It also doesn't help that, of course, they're in Japanese, but even so, I feel like I should be able to look at the picture and get the gist, which I sort of did, but not quite, but it's here. Chances are I am not going to put this on the shelf due to how somewhat unstable it is, but of course I do like it, so thank you, friend, for gifting this to me for Christmas. I'm kind of scared to spin it around. I should probably buy one of those little spinny things, but I kind of don't really care for it. I like actually holding the figure. Despite its technical difficulties of putting it on the stand and the sticks and the this and the that, it's definitely a beautiful figure. I give this maybe an 8 out of 10. Taking away 2 points for the sticks. Maybe I should give it a 7. Just for how hard it is to put on the stand. So maybe like a 7.5. But the figure itself, I would say 10 out of 10.
A few minutes later.
I put Luffy over here for now. Hopefully I do not accidentally bump into this little table and not come over, because if I do, I will cry. Now, on to the next figure. Gear 5 Luffy God Nika. Ah! Definitely my first figure of this form. And let's see if I can very carefully open this up. As per usual, it's got 3 pieces of tape. Oh my goodness. And I have my handy dandy scissors helping me out. And this last one is difficult. There we go. And this brand is Bandai Namco. Sorry if I butchered the heck out of that. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
10 seconds later.
Goodness gracious. As one who likes keeping the boxes, it's always scary opening these things. Gosh. Okay. Of course, there we go. This is what it comes like. Oh, wow. Okay, it's a lot smaller than what I thought it was. Of course, Luffy is bundled up. Let's see if I can pull him out. Nope, doesn't look like it. From the bottom. Oh. Oh. Oh, this one we gotta put together. Okay. I can't quite slip him out that easily, so I'm going to use my handy dandy scissors again to open it up and hopefully not hit the figure. Is it gonna... Okay, there we go. That was kind of scary, not gonna lie. A little bit more. I think pretty soon I'm gonna need a new pair of handy dandy scissors. Here is Gear 5 Luffy all bundled up in here. Oh my goodness, wow. Jeez, this thing almost looks like a wing. Oh, you guys can't see it all that well on the camera. Here's Luffy. Oh my goodness. We got the stand here. And wow, this is really big. Jeez. This is like big for no reason. Alright, let's open this up. Let's do the stand first. That way Luffy can have something to stand on. I used to rip these apart from the top, but don't think that's going to be doable. So I'm just going to use the little air holes as a way to open it. Alright, got a plain looking stand. Wow. I know it's supposed to match, you know, the color scheme, but wow, this is one of the plainest stands I've ever seen. Aside from the plain black ones that some of the figures come with, I don't think this one has a hole. So I'm just gonna do this, break it. Comes with bubble wrap. I will unwrap it in a few. Let's free Luffy.
12 seconds later.
This is so tiny. What the heck? Look at him. He's like so tiny and noodly. Oh my goodness. It's cute. He's looking down. Well, obviously he's attacking. Subscribe or else Luffy will go Gear 5 God Nika and attack you and punch you in the face. Oh my gosh. Let's see. The smoke looks really nice. It's kind of like a grayish white gray. Of course, his pants turn into white. His eyes should be like a reddish pinkish. It's very hard to tell. And it's going to be even harder to tell on camera because we're not going to get a really good angle. Of course, you got the other details. His sandals, his sash that turns purple. Kind of reminds me of Marco's in a way. But Marco's is blue, if I remember correctly. Now, let's put him on. How am I going to get that on? Does this thing come with... No, it does not. Okay, I'm on my own with this one. It does not come with any directions, and I thought the first one was annoying. Hopefully this will be semi-easy to figure out. Let's see if I can get Luffy on the stand at least. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay, I think I get it. So Luffy attaches his front foot here. Goes attached to here. Oh, okay. Nope, gonna wait on that one. Let's unravel the rest of the smoke. Apparently, this is a double figure, quote unquote double figure. It is supposed to go with Lucci, who I obviously do not have. Let's unravel. Am I gonna need my handy dandy scissors? Nope. Okay. Comes with lovely bubble wrap. And here we have the rest of the smoke. Looks like a wing or something that belongs in Star Wars or something. I don't know. Okay. Now, the scary part. Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's do the less scary part. The smoke here goes attached to the bottom. Which hopefully... Okay, it stayed. Sweet. And now the figure, Luffy's front foot goes attached here. And then, seeing how there's two holes there, Luffy's other foot goes attached there. So let's see if I can get this on properly without battle damage.
Eventually.
It's not all the way in, but it's good enough for me. Here is the figure of Luffy. It's pretty cool. Very simplistic. It's not quite what I was expecting. I will say it is a little underwhelming, but it's a cool little figure. I would say this is a good starter figure for a little kid. well, not a little kid, but you know what I mean. Maybe like 10 to 12. I don't know what the age recommendation is on this thing, but yeah, I don't really think it would come apart as easily. For me, it probably would right now because I don't have it in properly. But in order to do so, you have to really, you know, get it in there. But overall, I like it. I mean, I need a better figure. I feel like this one is a little bit underwhelming for me. I mean, I don't hate it, obviously. This one, which one was more difficult? The other one is definitely more difficult because it's a lot more loose, in my opinion, than what this one is. It's not all the way in, but it's pretty sturdy. I'm not shaking it all the way, but I'm shaking it enough where it can't move. Whereas this one, I feel like if I bump into the table, it's just gonna topple over. So this figure, I would give maybe also a 7.5. Because it definitely has better sturdiness when it's not put in all the way. I just wish we can see his face a little bit more. That's the only thing. I get he's supposed to attack. He's supposed to be attacking, but I don't know. I kind of want to see his face.
5 minutes later.
You guys can't really see it probably, but this is a really cool side-by-side comparison. You have Luffy doing Red Hawk, and then you have him doing White Hawk. I don't know. I forgot the name of his hack. Sorry. You have the smoke of the other one, and it's kind of like a foreshadowing of Gear 5. So, okay, side by side, it's pretty cool. Here is a close-up of both figures in case you guys want to see them a little bit better. As per usual, my camera does not do it justice. Hopefully someday I can have a better webcam because I'm literally just using the computer cam itself. So, sorry if it looks a little shoddy. Again, I do like this figure better. Sorry, Gear 5 Luffy. I need to get another one, for sure. Alrighty, that concludes this video. Comment down below which figure is your favorite. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Please feel free to subscribe. There are plenty more videos to come. And with all of that being shown, said, and done, I will see you later, alligators.